Hey guys, what's up? This is Matthew. It's me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time is going to be on Talk to Me. Talk to Me is a new horror film set in Australia, and it focuses on a young girl named Mia, I believe. She's going through a lot, and some friends want to play this game. Well, it's not necessarily a game. Basically, they have this like fake hand, and whenever someone grabs onto it and says "Talk to me," a spirit shows up right in front of them. And when they say, "I let you in," the spirit then possesses them and then talks to a random person and says some weird things. And of course, if they go on too long, then they themselves start doing some very stupid things. So yeah, this is from the masterminds A24 themselves. Immediately, I anticipate a horror film if it has the A24 logo on it. Because when it comes to their horror films, I think they've released some of the best in this current generation. Though they are pretty divisive, some of them just feel like they're just completely stupid or they make absolutely no sense. That's what I love about them is that they tend to have some meaning behind them. And this one is no exception either because this film is truly bizarre. And yeah, like I said before, there are times where characters do absolutely stupid things to themselves, and not always in a violent way. No, sometimes they do things that are honestly probably even more disgusting than blood. You're just gonna have to watch the movie for yourself. But yeah, in terms of this film, like I have loved almost every single horror film that they have made. The Witch, Hereditary. Every time I rewatch one of their horror films, I feel like they just get better with each viewing. Like I've rewatched Hereditary and The Witch multiple times. They're still great films. The Lighthouse. But what I absolutely love about their horror films is that they're not afraid to take a bunch of risks that will have people probably confused or are just going to go like, WTF? Like, what just happened there? And people are definitely going to feel this way about this one. But I feel like this is one of their best horror films yet. And I do say that a lot about their horror films. Like, but really, though, what really impressed me the most of how well it handles its storyline. Like, the main character is suffering through the loss of her mother, and things change when she meets up with one of the spirits, like, sees one of the spirits that completely changes everything for her. And she then has to figure out, like, exactly what did happen to her mother because initially she thought she killed herself. But I shouldn't go any further because spoilers, obviously. But what's really impressive about this film is the use of practical makeup effects. You do see spirits quite often, and the effects are absolutely spot on. They are spectacular, and they are very Oscar worthy. A lot of horror films won Oscars for their makeup effect, and I really hope the Oscars recognize the makeup effects for this. But then again, they didn't recognize Toni Collette for her performance in Hereditary. Like, this movie just gets better as the movie progresses, and it's only an hour and 35 minutes long. And the opening sequence I thought was terrific. Like the first 2 minutes of the film, and the movie does tend to slow down a bit, but it immediately picks back right up after the first 20 minutes. It gets far more deep within its storyline and its performances all around. The teenagers, while they do tend to do very stupid things with this hand, it's like a Ouija board pretty much, except there's no letters on it. And you actually see the spirits directly. And yeah, they do play with it a lot, and they're they're pretty stupid for trying to do that. I mean, hell, I mentioned before they do really stupid things, not just violently. I mean, yeah, there is this one very brutal scene that just yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. I really shouldn't dive into spoiler territory, but I say this a lot, but it's really hard for a film like this. But all I can say is Talk to Me is a very unique film with a very impressive storyline and even more impressive practical effects. Performances are terrific. Though I just kind of wish that we kind of learned more about why this hand, like, what is it with this hand that just causes all this stuff to happen? Like, it's not necessarily a film I would call a possession film. It's more of a supernatural, psychological film. And yeah, I think it's one of the best horror films of the year, and it's one that I'm truly going to remember. And in terms of, Talk to Me and letting you in, this is a film that I would certainly let in. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie next week. So yeah, I look forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. We're out.